Hello, and welcome to the Tavern Chat podcast. I'm your host, Eric Tenkar, your bartender in the OSR, your main proprietor, the Tenkar's Tavern blog. So, a few things today. Yes, it's going to be released early compared to the vast majority of my episodes. It's not going to be released in the evening, it's going to be released in the later afternoon because I'm going to Citi Field tonight. We'll be watching the Mets and the Cubbies. So, I don't want to risk not getting this up in time. If I leave it for later, 7:00 game, going to be raining. It looks like at times. It might be a rain delay. It might be a delay in me getting home. So, we'll address this now. Now, for those that listened to yesterday's podcast where I talk about my initial impressions, having watched 40 minutes of the roughly 2-hour-long Blackmarsh documentary. Yes, I'm getting your voicemails. I've got a supportive one. I've got an angry one. It is what it is. And no, I have not had a chance to watch any more of the documentary today. Sorry. I had other stuff to get done before going out for the evening. So, hopefully, maybe later on tonight, I'll watch it with a few beers in me. What can I say? I want to cover a few bits and pieces. It's just going to be like an odds and ends type of episode, I guess. Just observations. For the Pathfinder 2, their Bestiary 2 is coming out in 8 months. It seems pretty quick to me to be putting out another core book 8 months after or 9 months. I guess they released it about a month ago. 9 months after you've released your core game. But we do know that the Pathfinder 2 release isn't necessarily to clear up the rules. The Pathfinder was a popular game. It is a popular game. Lost some popularity with the release of 5e, for sure. But there's a huge amount of third-party support for first edition Pathfinder. Now, second edition Pathfinder came about because Paizo needed something that was going to make some money. As far as Paizo is concerned, 1E is pretty much a dead system. They're not making money off it. I think it's safe to assume that Starfinder, while it's found its audience, did not find the amount of an audience that they were hoping they would find. And therefore, Pathfinder 2 has to pay the bills. And if you're going to pay the bills, you got to be releasing fairly frequent core books, because if you don't, your third-party publishers will find a way to do so. All right? I think that's a large part of what's going on there. Now, when you're in the end of August 2019, mid-July, a friend of ours, Gareth Sharka, anybody that threatens to punch you in the throat, I would say they sincerely, if they're not friends, they're an enemy you want to keep close, right? Well, in any case, Gareth, on July 15th, that's when he made the update on Far West, on the Kickstarter, that all further updates were going to be on the Far West website, on his personal blog on the Far West website. Okay. So, in that month and a half or so since he made such an update and said that, yes, we got to look for updates, no. Nothing. Now, how do I know there's been nothing? Because I looked at it, and then I looked and went, oh, well, look, Gareth has Far West forums. That's where he wants the discussion to go on. So let's take a look at the Far West forums and see when the last update was, or the last comment from somebody on the forums. And the last comment on the forums was February 27th of this year. Somebody talk about Far West music. The last announcement on the Far West forums, I guess official announcement, was August of 2015. So even Gareth is not using the forums. Even Gareth isn't trying to seed it, at least with a comment here or there, or a post here and there, and say, hey, listen, this is where the activity is happening. Let's take the conversation here. No, it's not even happening there. And of course, the comments on the Kickstarter, which Gareth has moved the conversation away from because he couldn't control the negativity. Because, from 3 days ago, today is 8 years since the project funded. Think about that, folks. Surprising probably nobody, there have been no more official updates either here or on the Far West website since GMS declared over a month ago that he was going to finish Far West. Honest and for true, no kidding, this time for real. What the commenter is not saying is that, Gareth had his fingers crossed, shoelaces crossed, legs crossed, and therefore what he was saying, like in what, grammar school, right? Like second grade. No, but I know I said it, but I had my fingers crossed and my shoelaces tied and crossed and my legs crossed and it didn't mean nothing. Well, as we all know, whatever Gareth says, whatever Gareth promises to his backers is empty. Every promise is an empty promise. He has no legitimacy for Far West, really. He should return everybody's monies, but that's never going to happen because that money is spent. Okay, so instead, we it's strewn along. Yeah, it'll happen. I think the next big anniversary, right, is gonna be right around my wedding anniversary. My wedding anniversary in November will be the 8th anniversary. We'll be married 8 years. This fucking project just funded 8 years ago. Come the end of December, it's going to be 8 years late. Woohoo! Thank you, Gareth. I really do appreciate it. You are the gift that keeps on giving. So, on that high-end note, right, folks? I mean, thank you. I appreciate all the feedback, whether you agree with me or not. Okay, this is not an echo chamber. Pushback is good. I expect it. So, all is well this time tomorrow. Maybe I'll have finished the watching a documentary, and you'll hear further thoughts from my mouth to your ears. I'm sure there'll be a couple of people give me fuck yous. That's fine. All right. Be safe, be well. As always, God bless. Roll those dice, and I will talk with you all tomorrow. Later, folks.